And I think that's it. I should be live. God damn it. Can't tell if I'm... Yep, I'm live. There we go. Alrighty. How's everyone doing? Let me just wait for people to come in. I gotta... In the meantime, I forgot to grab some samples for that beat battle after this lovely stream. So, let's do that real quick. Oh, thanks. I should probably keep the glasses on. I look like shit today. Thanks, man. I love American Lives. Trying to grab these. Yeah, what is it? I forget what this one is. Hold on. Oh, it's an MKV. Whoops. How's everyone doing this fine Saturday? I am a disinformation agent. I thought you knew that. Your sound box, hell yeah. So today, for this Scotch Hours, we'll be talking about, we'll be investigating, doing a series of Google searches and YouTube video lookies on the potentiality for President Biden having some form of cognitive decline. And then, yeah. So we'll look into senility. We'll look into how does my audio sound for the mic? Do I need to turn it up? That's good Scotch. Oh yeah, I guess I should tweet about this. Do 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 do. No, there we go. Sorry, I'm a little disorganized. It's my first time, man. Yeah, a little louder. All right, let's turn that bitch up. There we go. Kind of echo. See if we can fix that. Face cam's pulling in audio. That doesn't make any sense. How does this sound? Is that better? Too quiet? That he walks like a Alzheimer's patient. Yeah, I've been I've been watching not good. Okay. In preparation for this wrong mic. In preparation for this stream, I was going through a bunch of examples of his cognitive decline. And it's pretty we'll see today. We'll go through it. We'll see what we could see. Boom 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 boom. Sound like I was in the other room? Yeah, you know. Sky News has a special about Biden's mental health. if he fell off of Air Force One and died. I don't know, man. I didn't think that was that crazy. Because, I mean, dude, I've done that before. I've fallen up some stairs like that. I mean, considering his age, you know. Oh, yeah, that's right. I'm supposed to be grabbing samples. So later, I got this little beat battle I'm having with a good friend of mine, Mr. Peter. We're gonna be sending each other sample packs. Actually, we're putting together a sample pack of just 10 samples, and we both have to make songs out of these samples, and only those samples. So, yeah, it should be fun. Pretty limiting, pretty stupid. I know he's gonna fuck me over. He's gonna send me some shit that I can't even work with, but that's all right. I like the challenge. Am I Egyptian? Probably. I don't know, man. I'm a mutt. I'm many things. Since I don't got the intro video for live streams yet, here's the beat. Search them in here. Figured I should give him at least one fill. I know he likes fills. Yeah, we'll give him that. Been reading a lot of Hurdy Pooter today. Past week, getting some studying in, figuring out how to Wingardium Leviosa, you know. And I'm sure they are deleting dislikes. Or just at least like unlisting them. I mean, no shit. Oh. Means spice dealer? No, it means the scent of a rose. I guess it might mean spice dealer in Egyptian. I don't know. Yeah, I'm gonna fuck you over, Peter. It's not gonna be good. I'm just waiting for everyone to come in, and then we'll get down to the investigation. It's more of a Q Lebanese interpretation. Yeah, well, I'm half Palestinian, so, or I think it's like more 38%, something like that. Yeah, so that's what I know about. Editing clips from Arabian Nights. Good shit. Pasolini's bass, man. What's up with the shades? My eyes look really I put some hot sauce in my right eye earlier today, eating some eggs, and it did not turn out that great. So I'm gonna wear these till the sun goes down. Yeah, we'll get to the presidential shit here in a little bit. Right now, we're putting together 10 samples for the beat battle that I'm gonna send off to my good friend Peter. Yeah, some Black Octopus sound. That'd be cool. Nah. As long as it's under 40%, we're good.
البيات.
A true Chad wearing sunglasses indoors. Yeah, man, I'm like Kit Boga, but instead of exposing some Indian scammer, we're gonna expose the scam of the executive branch. God damn it! Long live Q. I'm just kidding. All right, how many is that? We already got 5 in here for him. Oh, wait, he needs a snare. We're gonna send him 11. Just 11. Where's that one? The cartel sounds. Hold up. I had a run-in. The reason why it took so long to start off the stream, your boy Atara is always fashionably late, but I had to run and get a monster too because I've been feeling really tired today for some reason. There we go. I know it's not a cartel snare, but whatever. That's fine. All right, so let me let's showcase these fucking samples real quick. How many people we got in stream? Let me see. You made a folder full of fart noises. That's what I'm talking about. I do make beats. We got 36. Okay. As soon as we hit, I don't know, maybe 50 people, we'll start the Biden investigation. Oh, excuse me. All right, let's showcase these stupid samples. Let's drop them in here. Alright, so we got this stupid shit.
10 motherfucking bars.
Oops.
10 motherfucking seconds. Y'all think I won't? You're wrong.
I don't know how you're gonna make a song out of this, but you know, we got a sub and a ride and a bloom kick. Have I seen the green screen Biden video? Are you talking about the one where he goes up to the reporters to answer some questions, and it looks like his hands are going over the mics, and it looks like he's rotoscoped in? Yeah, you gotta, you know, not jump to conclusions, especially when weird shit comes out like that, and there's always a second angle. You know what I mean? Disproving all the tinfoil hat people. Because then the tinfoil hat people look retarded. Alright, so these are the samples that Peter's getting. Hopefully he can do something with that. We're not allowed to use any other like VST or bring in our own additional samples. We can use VSTs like dropping the sample into something like a resampler or a harmer or something. But that's it. That's it. You're gonna start drinking a bit before you I'm actually working on an album. Yeah. I got like 4 songs made so far. It's probably gonna be 13. So I watched too much Jerry. Nah, man, I haven't watched Jerry since he went to Spotify, bro. It was almost, you know. Do 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 do. Let's make a little new document so we can start adding notes to it. We're gonna kind of go through how I research things. Forewarning, it's gonna be very scatterbrained, erratic, but it should be fun. Try new things. We're experimenting here. Not the kind of experimenting where, you know, you're making out with your best friend in a weird, Taco Bell bathroom, but experimenting, you know. Do, 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 do. Yeah, man, I got that knowledge. I collect knowledge like Funko Pops, bruh. Okay. Ooh, look, the Hill. It's where I get all of my news. I don't look at anything else.
Take a listen.
All right. So, does anyone in the chat know what I should look at first? Not just read Wikipedia pages. We're also going to be watching some YouTube videos and be like, yeah, he kind of looks stupid there. We should probably, invoke the 25th Amendment. As you can see, I already got the 25th Amendment up here. We're going to look at that. Oh, you think this is bad for tabs, Kino? You should see my shit for this video I'm researching for. It's like 108 tabs, like the whole folder. It's kind of crazy, but what are you gonna do? You already know your boy Atar be researching just a bit Too much. 108 tax. Yep. Is there like a good compilation video that we could look at other than this one? Because this one kind of sucks. I was skimming through it like, I don't know. Oh yeah, there's I forgot to pull up this one video. In 1973, I think. 4.
Mr. Lowenstein.
I know there's a ton on Twitter, but I try to avoid Twitter. That place is a fucking dumpster fire, man. Oh. Boo boo. All right, let's get into it. Fuck it. So first, we do have to determine what is the difference between senility and dementia, because I don't know, right? Senility was once a benign term, but came commonly associated with infirmity and the cognitive decline linked to aging. Dementia is a progressive degenerative brain syndrome, and there are varying symptoms specific to the different types of dementia. And then there's early stage, middle stage, and late stage. My understanding of dementia is it's a buildup of plaque and a reduction of gray matter, right? And that usually, and there's that also applies to not just Alzheimer's, but also dementia. And then there's different types of dementia, like Lewy body. I'm sure so I'm sure in one of these infographics, it will go into that. Okay. All right. It's the most common form of dementia. Okay, cool. Yeah, somebody needs to hit our president up with some adrenochrome, you know what I'm saying? But yeah, I mean, because we're gonna try to keep this as apolitical as possible too, because I don't give a fuck. I'm not in any branch. Like, I mean, regardless of your political leanings, or your ideological bents, the concern of cognitive decline and potential senility in America's commander in chief should not be a partisan debate. It shouldn't be. It should just be a regular debate, right? And it's rather one of those. It should be a debate of sensibility and due diligence. And unfortunately, even leading up to him becoming president, it's been very partisan. The discussion on his senility. I mean, since Biden's campaign started in later 2018, there's everyone's seen it. There's been a shit ton of gaffes, some glaring social errors, and a whole lot of signs of declining cognition. So I mean, the dude is 78 years old, and it shows, right? Yeah. How's my let me look at that real quick. Yeah, let me scoot the camera. Cool. And I'm not a political person. I do ponder and write about politics at times, but I have no skin in the game. I don't even vote. I'm neither aligned with the Republican Party, the Democratic Party, the Green Party, the Libertarian Party. I try not to quarter any ideologies in the barracks of belief, right? I don't hold steadfast any convictions that would categorize me within a singular political taxonomy, right? Like, I'm not married to any ideas, right? So, and I guess this is a long-winded disclaimer, just to know that I'm not coming at it from a Fox News perspective or MAGA perspective or bleeding heart liberals perspective. I've taken the political compass test. It either tells me I'm a monkey, right, or that I'm a progressive liberal libertarian who likes guns, drugs, and liberty. So if you want to put me into a box, I think it'd either be buffoonish ape or typical American. I don't know, man. The fact of the matter is there is a serious problem within the executive branch. And I'm not talking about, encroaching federalism or increasing realization of illegitimacy, but, it's the head of the state. The fish is literally rotting from the head. And, it started in, I would argue it was made evident by the Trump administration, and now it's bled into what we see now. And, all Americans should be worried. Increasingly worried. So, fuck it. Without further ado, let's get into it. Huh? Let's pull up this one here document, all right? Let's get it nice and straight. Yeah, there we go. Bam, boom, bam, boom. You're pro-American and pro-liberty? You sleep on the fence too? Yeah, man. Oh, did my OBS fucking... This element is too small to be displayed. God damn it, dude. God damn it. I guess the next purchase is a fucking Stream Deck. I don't know, man. Thought the second screen would be alright. Why? Alright, let's bring it over here. Alright, I'm gonna use the little girl's restroom. I'll be right back. Oh. Up. Oh! I'm fucking up! There we go. Nope. God damn it. Alright, ladies and gentlemen. I'll be right back. And I'm fucking back. Alright. Alright, let's do this again, since it doesn't want to show me. Thank you. No. There we go. I'm new to this shit, man. Give me a break. Alright. Alright, let's fucking get into it.
Last question, real quick. Some have speculated
You're a lying dog.
that you are subject to some degree of cognitive decline. I'm 65. I don't have word recollection that I used to have. I forget my train of thought from time to time. You got 12 years on me, sir. Have you been tested for some degree of cognitive decline?
I've been tested and I'm constantly tested. Look, all I got to do is watch me, and I can hardly wait to compare my cognitive capability to the cognitive capability of the man I'm running against. Thank you so much.
So
Weird.
there you go, guys.
So that was back in July of last year. The dude is just been increasingly saying shit that makes less and less sense, rather. All right, so let's get into it. Dementia is a diagnosis of a constellation of symptoms, formerly known as senility or senile dementia. It's a progressive degenerative condition that for the most part has no cure, although treatments can assuage some of its symptoms and delay its progression. So the cognitive symptoms are confusion, problems recalling recent events, problems in creating new memories, difficulties concentrating and planning organized steps in which to complete a task, such as cooking a meal, difficulties making decisions, solving problems, or articulating the nature of a difficulty. Okay. So aphasia, evening confusion, sundowning. Man, do I have dementia? I feel like I fit all this criteria. Patients may have difficulties estimating distances, for instance, in descending a staircase, or ascending a staircase, maybe. Perceiving objects in 3 dimensions, confusion as to the day of the week, or date, and confusion about their locations are common. All right. So this is all cut and dry. I don't know about this website, Kindly Care, but we'll go with it for now, all right? He is a caucus. You know the thing. Crankiness, temperament changes, agitation, lack of self-control, or roaming and becoming lost. Okay. Swings in temperament, depression, hallucinations, paranoia, social withdrawal, and delusions. So these things I think we could leave outside of the framework, just because you can't armchair diagnose someone, right? Especially just with a well, you're either perpetually stoned or have dementia. It's one and the same. So senility is just an old-fashioned term. Okay. Relating to or exhibiting or characteristic of old age, especially exhibiting a loss of cognitive ability such as memory associated with old age. The medical community no longer uses this term. And then these are the different types of dementia. Good to know. I think these are links. So, okay. Lewy body dementia, I understand. That's the one that Robin Williams had. It's fucking sad. Trouble remembering, difficulty paying attention, difficulty communicating with people, challenges related to reasoning, judging situations, or solving problems, vision problems. And then these are examples. Damage to brain cells is the major cause of dementia. Alzheimer's affects a part of the brain called the hippocampus, which is responsible for learning and memory. And as we know, the hippocampus is topologically smooth. Treatment, prevention. Okay, cool. Loss of interest and motivation that you usually enjoy, compulsive, obsessive, or socially inappropriate behavior. We'll have to keep that in mind. I think I'm going to grab this list. Oh, this is just Alzheimer's. Okay. I guess it fits under the umbrella. Did my stream get ghosted? I hope not. I've been getting increasing, like, all of my shit is just getting less views. So yeah, I got nothing to say about that. Besides, put out more shit, right? You can get Alzheimer's in your 40s and 50s. I understand Huntington's disease, Parkinson's, and however the fuck you pronounce this. These are pretty rare, and they're especially hereditary, I believe. Yeah. And that's why we're going over this, because it is to your point, Zachary. This is the leader of the free world, right? And he's in command of a large enterprise. One would expect him to be in tip-top shape mentally. One should expect that of the previous president. One should expect that of the current president, right? Okay, we don't need to know about treatment. We don't necessarily need to know about the specific diagnosis criteria, other than like a general thing, in determining whether or not he has decreased cognitive ability due to his age. Trouble producing speech. Semantic dementia. Loss of ability to understand single words, familiar people, or everyday objects. It's good to know. Okay, we're moving along here. So we don't necessarily need to know if it's vascular or Alzheimer's. We just need to figure out, because it does seem to, I mean, here, let's pull that up. The vascular dementia and how it differs from the other categories. Vascular dementia, I would assume, just has to do with blood flow. Blood flow in the brain is the most limited. Possible symptoms: vascular dementia include difficulty paying attention, irritation, depression, personality changes, general confusion, trouble concentrating. So, dementia. And we'll get to that, Alex. Whether or not that is the case, because I think it's not unreasonable to say that wherever he goes, he has a set of handlers. I mean, one could say the same thing about Trump, but in a different fashion, right? Maybe curbing his boisterous personality and not serious mental problems, right? Excessive daytime sleepiness. Gait disturbance or postural instability. So kind of to forget who said that, but you have a nurse buddy that says that he walks like a Alzheimer's patient. Okay. Go through that. Okay, cool. The oldest old are the fastest growing segment of the U.S. population. Inaccurate estimates of dementia incidence in this group are crucial for healthcare planning, although dementia incidence doubles every 5 years from ages 65 to 90 years old. It is unknown if this exponential increase continues past the age of 90 years. Cool, well, this is dementia incidence continues to increase with age in the oldest old 90 plus study. He's not 90 years old yet, so let's just skim over this. It's a pretty small sample size too. Yeah, let's go through that. Let's do a quick Google search of that too. Quasar. Presidents with cognitive decline is probably a better way to. Joe Biden will be the oldest. Let's look into that. Neurodisorders in the Oval Office. Cool. We'll put a pin in these two. 1 in 7 Americans over the age of 70 has dementia. About 3.4 million people, or 13.9% of the population aged 71 or older, has some form of dementia, the study found. %10 of the population aged 71 or older were found to have Alzheimer's disease. So it's certainly not a coin toss, but odds are, not to someone's favor if they're in their 70s. American public moving closer and closer to monarchism. I mean, monarchism and sentiment has never truly fucking left, because people treat the election of the commander-in-chief as if it is like selecting the new king. Of course, it's not hereditary, but you get my point. And anyone who's read the Constitution and has tried to understand what America was supposed to be in the minds of the frame makers, it's kind of it's turned into something very different culturally. Prevalence in dementia is about 30% higher than this estimate. Yeah, this is an alright article. Oh, I pulled this up because it was just ridiculous. So the headline is, "My dad has dementia. Stop hurling insults." Okay. Yeah, I was that In the Money stream was fun. We're gonna do it again here soon. Quit distracting me, man. But yeah, I thought this article was hilarious because it's just this is the state of journalism now. I know it's a pretty small publication, Orlando Sentinel, but it's just a series of tweets and this dude's opinion about how you shouldn't say that that the commander-in-chief likely has Alzheimer's because my dad has it. And I find that very offensive. And I wear my politics on my sleeve, so if you insult it, that hurts my personality too. All right, so this is that one we were looking at. Behavioral types of dementia, Alzheimer's, vascular, frontotemporal dementia, aphasia, using gestures in place of words, or incomplete and vague sentences. That's something to note. Of course, we won't be making any diagnoses here. We're just gonna, we're gonna look see. We do not have the credentials required to make diagnoses. Remember when Hillary Clinton, when she was running in like 2015, 2016, and she fell and hit her head, and after that, it seemed like her eyes were a little opened too wide after all that, and people were questioning her mental ability. And you saw a lot of media response to that, like, stop it, stop doing that, you can't ask those questions. Yeah, we can ask if does Trump, is he addicted to speed? All right, so this is kind of, I think we got, it's pretty sparse, it's pretty small, but I think we can go off this. I wonder if we can find a good YouTube video going into what it may look like visually.
Lost or forgetting words, stumbling over words, was old age. I just thought it was something that...
And the most common cause is Alzheimer's disease.
Right, so explain more.
Brain diseases, Alzheimer's disease being the most common, causes dementia which gets worse over time. I mean, roughly 2/3 of people with dementia are over 80. And in the beginning it will be just an exaggerated forgetfulness. But over time the memory loss will get worse and worse. Their thinking will be affected, their speech will be damaged, and as a result, their behaviour changes, because if you can't remember, then it's easy to make mistakes and it's easy to get lost.
My father used to get lost frequently, and I would have my phone number and my address in every single pocket, because if he got lost, I wanted someone to bring him to safety, which was my home. And sometimes kindly strangers brought him back. Occasionally the police.
Q clowns are on the wrong platform. Yeah, I think we can all agree that Q is really, really smooth-brained, stupid shit, and probably a product of the State Department. But some FBI agent dicking around on 4chan, and he created this whole movement. Was like, fuck! What do we do? Well, I guess we can use it to our benefit. But who knows? An actual workup of the POTUS. You mean like... diagnostic criteria being applied to him in real time? That won't happen.
Police, but it is troubling. And what about the other diseases that cause dementia?
Well, it's often said that there are around 100. But if you're working with people who are aging, so that people over 75, it's really 3 diseases: Alzheimer's disease, but also vascular dementia, and that's a dementia that's caused by lots of tiny strokes. So people normally have had a history of high blood pressure or cigarette smoking, and they get lots of tiny strokes in the brain which accumulate, and so you get a dementia that is as severe as Alzheimer's disease, but it's very, very patchy as it progresses, because you don't know when a person's going to have a stroke, where in the brain it will be, or even how severe it's going to be. And then there's a rarer form called Lewy body disease, and that's a disease that is very similar to Alzheimer's, but it also looks like Parkinson's disease. The person shuffles and falls and slows down their movements. But quite distressingly, they have hallucinations and delusions. But those are the big 3.
Why do people get dementia? Is it hereditary?
You can say with confidence, no, it's not. The vast majority of people are elderly, and what we say is that over the age of 70, there's no known inheritance pattern. If somebody's young when they get dementia. There is a rare type of Alzheimer's disease, simply called familial Alzheimer's disease, and then it is inherited, but it's exceedingly rare and always presents itself in the 40s and 50s. So given 2/3 of people are over the age of 80, I can reassure you that no, there's no reason to fear inheritance of dementia. The diseases that cause dementia are incurable, but it is important to get an early diagnosis. Because
I'm trying to find this one study that I remember, where it was, of course, the headline was, wow, I do. Look at my spelling. No, not vitality, virality, whatever. That that viruses may play a role in Alzheimer's, and that, you know, because there's so many different things that could play into the development of Alzheimer's, but they were looking at specifically elder care people, and they found that a lot of the they were more susceptible to developing Alzheimer's as they grew older because of their being surrounded by Alzheimer's patients, which is that's pretty weird to think about. Amyloid and tau proteins, and a lot of that has to do with they think that, and just forgive me if I fuck some shit up, but we're learning here. But my memory, it's when you're sleeping, this is kind of what's released as kind of waste. So while you're sleeping, your body's trying to get rid of amyloids, and that could also be a risk factor if you get less and less sleep as you get older, which a lot of elderly folk do start to lose out on sleep, and that can also have increase your risk profile for dementia, which I found interesting. So why the fuck are we talking about this, right? So almost 40, according to this, in June 2020, it's pretty old now, but almost 40% of Americans think Joe Biden has dementia, and 61% think he should publicly address it. And he has. What the fuck is this? No, thank you. So that's why we're talking about it. It's on everyone's minds. Something to investigate. Hopefully we'll do a good job here of these cursory investigation. So, I mean, as you age, your body just becomes more and more shit. It just, it gets increasingly worse. B12 deficiency is so important. Get enough sleep, stay engaged, manage your blood sugar, stop drinking. Good. I think we can all do that here, right? Okay. Risk of developing dementia at older ages in the United States. For the 1920, and where is this from? 2017. Where is... It's okay, we'll go through it. The average dementia-free 70-year-old. Oh, what's up, Adam? Thanks for the 5, bro. Everybody go check out In the Money, man. Love that dude's channel. He's also a very, very handsome, very charismatic person in real life. Not that I met him in real life, but, you know, we had a good conversation. So the average dementia-free male, that's a 70-year-old male, had an estimated 27% probability of developing dementia. So, again, not a coin toss, but the odds aren't in your favor. The average dementia-free 70-year-old female has an estimated 35% probability. They're higher for younger, lower mortality cohorts and are substantially higher than those found in local epidemiological studies in the United States, suggesting a widespread need to prepare for a life stage with dementia. So it's common. It's too common. It's sad. It's a tragedy. But this one goes into the financial cost after accounting for comorbidities. That dude's balling out of control. We don't have to worry about that. Dementia incidence has been studied at the national level, but the incorporation of competing risk of death without dementia has not. Okay. You gained 55 pounds since the lockdown. You can always do burpees, bro. Burpees and eat less. I'm just joking. I'm getting fat too, dude. It's getting worrying. Testing was conducted in person by trained technicians. There is no single test or measure that can provide a gold standard ascertainment of dementia status in large samples. It's good to know. For example, if a 72-year-old, okay, let's put that in context too. So they dealt with waves and assessed subjects after a baseline assessment, which I believe happened at 70, unless I read that incorrectly. Okay. So they generated baseline estimates of dementia prevalence in the United States. Then the subsequent waves followed almost half of those same subjects, dementia-free individuals for dementia incidence. The second wave focused on subjects whose baseline status was cognitively impaired, no dementia, or SIND. The second wave assessed subjects 16 to 18 months after their baseline assessment. Third and fourth waves, all living subjects who were dementia-free at the baseline were in the sampling frame. Subjects in the third wave averaged 3.7 years since their most recent assessment. And subjects in the fourth wave averaged 1.8 years since their most recent assessment. Okay. For example, if a 72-year-old subject was deemed dementia-free at baseline, then was assessed at age 76 and found to have dementia, investigators could determine that his age at the onset of dementia was 73. The assignment of ages at dementia onset during the inner assessment interval allows for the estimation of dementia incidence rates rather than probabilities. Okay. So they're really just measuring the incidences. It's probably difficult to develop a model of probability as to whether someone or not will come down with dementia. And risk of death is a big factor in this study. We don't really care, do we? Cool. All right.
Offered. But also, you want to prepare for the future.
How easy is it to get a diagnosis? You know, most people put it down to old age. I put it down to old age with my father just being old and forgetful.
What you're looking for is extraordinary forgetfulness. I mean, everybody can forget where they put their keys, but you don't forget the names of your children. You don't fail to recognise your grandchildren. And so it's that out of character, severe form of memory loss that you're picking up on. But there are other things. It's doing silly things, putting food into the cooker when it should have gone into the fridge. Or maybe it's tripping over those words. So you start to notice that conversation isn't as easy. Or the person may fail to find the word. That's not what you would typically expect because someone's old.
Yes, I always think with my father, words disappeared, almost like a train going into a tunnel. And as that train moved through the tunnel, words were getting wiped away. And that's how I really significantly noticed there was something severely wrong.
Yes, I mean, at the point of diagnosis, it's those other things, such as errors and especially speech problems, that you start thinking, yes, this could be indicating dementia. So if you think there is a problem, it makes sense to keep a diary. So you can actually see the picture that evolves, and you'll get a real sense that, yes, this is not what I would have expected with my mum.
Trouble forming sentences,
and
which we all have, right?
It then makes sense to go to the doctor.
Trouble forming.
And rather than just simply say,
I suck at typing.
Good, you've got the evidence that says, look, on Thursday, he didn't recognise his granddaughter, and Saturday he didn't seem to know my name.
It's quite hard, though, to open the subject. I mean, I wish now, looking back, I would have talked to my father about it openly. You are losing your memory. Somehow you cover it up, you disguise it, you pretend that everything is fine. I think it needs a lot of determination to get them to the doctor.
What I've often come across is that you take advantage of some other ailment. If that's got a cold, if you say, oh, let's get you checked out, and you forewarn the GP or the GP's receptionist that we're coming in with a cold, but can you just have a just check? What do you think of their memory? And that might be a way.
What's wrong with autoplay, man?
Of course, being told.
I always click off the videos.
Partner or parents got dementia.
As you can see, my tabs, fucking crazy. Let's not go into that one yet, or that.
Story about my mom and our journey with Alzheimer's disease. My mom's 76, but I'm worried.
This is giving me fucking employment training video vibes.
And it's just not like her. She's always been so happy and pleasant. So I started doing some
So
research.
decreased in mood. Decrease in mood, and then
so I called my sister, but she thought I was just overreacting.
Increased
She said Mom was just getting
irritability.
Old. I tried to tell Mom one night at dinner. She got really defensive. Insisted that she was fine. And I let it go. Then the basketball game. One of my twins plays for her high school team, and Mom wanted to cheer her on. Mom stood up as if to yell, but said nothing and sat back down. I think she forgot Miranda's name. I had another talk with Mom that night. I showed her this notepad that I've been keeping. I used it to write down things she'd forgotten.
Yeah, she sounds like a nosy little nosy. All right.
For 70, each has
Again, 2020.
mental agility.
We're closer to August 2021 than this video. Do I think the stock market's gonna crash soon? Nah, man. Numbers only go up.
That's right. Good morning, Vlad. You know, we had an opportunity to speak to the Vice President as part of the convention for National Association of Black and Hispanic Journalists, which is kicking off today. And we cover a wide range of topics, a campaign topic. And Vice President Biden had previously said in June he's always cognitively tested on the campaign trail. But I had a more
Look at this
specific
handsome
question in his
motherfucker.
exchange. Please clarify specifically, have you taken a cognitive? No,
I remember this. I remember this video. Okay.
Why the hell would I take a test? Come on, man. That's like saying before you got in this program, you're taking tests where you're taking cocaine or not. What do you think, huh?
What do you say to President Trump, who brags about his test and makes your mental state an issue for voters?
Yeah, it's just odd behavior.
Well, if he can't figure out the difference between an elephant and a lion, I don't know what the hell he's talking about. Did you watch that? Look, come on, man. I know you're trying to goad me, but I mean, I'm so forward to looking to have an opportunity to sit with the president or stand with the president in debates.
Okay. Some of that didn't make any fucking sense, but this is old news. Another reason why are we talking about this today? So you see a lot of shit coming out about fact finders and fact checkers, basically following up on claims made on social media and, bunch of, should I say, wrong think, but and geriatric experts say Britt Hume's claim that Joe Biden is senile is wrong. Senility, as we found out earlier, is not the precise medical term. It's often used in place of dementia. Okay, so that's one of the bullet notes as to why this claim is false. And experts say Biden does not exhibit signs of dementia. Dementia is defined as cognitive decline that is severe enough to cause someone to lose the ability to function independently in daily life. So that is a pretty narrow definition, and relates to not necessarily the symptomology, but the the end point of why it is a disorder, why it is something that is treated, because it fucks with your ability to function independently, right? Hume said before the debate, I don't think there's any doubt that Biden's senile. That doesn't mean it's going to show up tonight. Yeah, I mean, the dude's old, and it shows, you know. So that's, you'll notice with a lot of these PolitiFact, for instance, when I was doing research for American Lies, I was looking into the House Financial Committee, and Maxine Waters was said that, you know, that she was charged with ethics violations way back in the day, 2010. And I found that these articles, these fact-checking articles, were deeply disingenuous, because it says, you know, one of them here. Let me find the specific one. No, she was not convicted of ethics violations, but that's not what people were claiming. People were claiming she was charged with ethics violations, which she was. So this is true, and it's mostly false. And they nitpick certain details and basically, you know, confine the argument to something like, people are saying in this specific regard, she was charged and convicted or what have you. Story is potentially fabricated. She was charged with ethics violations, and due to, I would say incompetence, but there's probably other reasons in the investigation, it was just dropped after 5 years, right? Maybe they lost resources. Who knows exactly what happened and why those charges weren't followed up on. But she definitely did, she definitely was charged, trying to assist One United, in which her husband held a sizable share of the stock, and that was in American Lies Part 2. So she had meetings, and she had people in the Treasury Department meet with One United during the financial collapse, and was trying to muster resources in their way so they didn't fail. And, well, that was the charge. So he allegedly did that. Those meetings were on paper. So that's, and so a lot of these, let's take to Twitter real quick. I know we hate this. We hate Twitter. It's a dumpster fire. I hope DMX didn't die. I know he's in a vegetative state, but goddamn, man, if he died, RIP. Cognitive decline. Let's just say Biden. Biden dementia. We're trying to get like one of these fact finders. Usually it pops up like in the very top, but whatever. Damn, I gotta use the. Is he off life support? What's the over/under on Harris being president 1 month or more? I don't know, man. I wouldn't make that bet. I did make the bet that, you know, Biden would win, but I'm not gonna make it. I'm not gonna make that bet. No. Yeah, I gotta use the little girl's restroom again. I'll be right back. Talk amongst yourselves. We only got 30 people. It's all good. back with senility.
Sagar, what's on your radar?
Well, the establishment has spoken.
Don't necessarily want to hear Mr. Sagar go off. I just want to get some important little tidbits.
Hey, this was them just a few months ago.
There are growing concerns among Democrats, Corinne, in terms of whether he's up for this. As Joe and I was just saying, that like the pace is only going to pick up. Like the campaign has largely, other than these debates, kept him out of a lot of big public moments in the public eye. What are you hearing in terms of Democrats' concerns about whether Joe Biden's simply up for the job?
Yeah, I've heard that. I've heard that they don't know if he is going to be. This is the folks that in my circle, right? The folks who are doing this behind the scenes and wondering, can he do it if he becomes a nominee and he's up against Donald Trump?
And here's Andrea Mitchell, Chris Matthews, wondering the very same thing back in June.
And look, he has been a skilled debater. We saw him with Sarah Palin. We've seen him in the past. The question is, does he still have his stuff? And spontaneity. Yeah, and how sharp is he? Does the Joe Biden tonight is he the same Joe Biden who could respond with one word to a younger question by the question, a younger Brian Williams, and just say.
Before Biden was the chosen one, they could all see what we can see with our own two eyes, that the former vice president is not the same as he was. And don't believe me, believe Joe Biden. Here's an incredible mashup that one of you made.
Madam Secretary, Chancellor Merkel, all the distinguished guests that are assembled here today. You had people like you had people like the former chairman and leader of the party in Germany. You had Angela Merkel stand up and say how terrible it was. That America's ability to lead the world is not driven just by the example of our power, but by the power of our example as well. But we lead by the example of our power, not just the power, not just the example of our power, but the example. We're out there, and it's what we say. I've spent more time with Xi Jinping than any world leader. I've had 25 hours of private dinners with him. And folks, one of the things I'm proudest of is getting moved, getting control of the Paris Climate Accord. I'm the guy that came back after meeting with Deng Xiaoping.
And if that wasn't enough, Biden made the case against his own candidacy this weekend.
And turn this primary from a campaign that's about negative attacks into one about what we're for, because
we need a furry congressman.
We cannot win this re-election. We can only re-elect Donald Trump.
Uh-oh.
There you go, Ryan.
Yeah, that's not good.
Why should the federal government subsidize political?
And the fact that they don't always occur. Start the testimony for the evening.
And they always want something.
Well, I wonder whether you would feel that there's some virtue in forcing candidates to go out and try to raise money. I've heard people, probably people who didn't run for office, say that it's uplifting to go out and try to get money. Do you think that there's something unuplifting about putting a limit to how much you can ask one man to give you?
I think it's the most degrading experience in the world to have to go out and ask for money, because you know that unless you accidentally agree with the position taken by the person or group that has the money, that you run the risk of deciding whether or not you're going to prostitute yourself to give the answer you know they want to hear in order to get funded to run for that office. And it's coincidental in many instances when in fact you happen to agree with where they are. And you're
So, goddamn, he was handsome back then, huh? He's talking a lot of shit for a dude with such kissable lips. I'm just kidding. And then here it is now.
Socialist. That's how he characterizes himself in sort of European terms, the democratic socialist.
So this looks like pretty early on, probably 2018.
Having trouble.
Well, I think that Bernie is speaking to a yearning that is deep and real, and he has.
I get what you're saying, my cunt.
And that is
but
absolute enormous concentration of wealth in a
even limiting congressional districts doesn't necessarily mean it'll stop money
being able to be shown
come in.
Being left out. There used to be a basic bargain. If you contributed to the profitability of an enterprise, you got to share in the profit. That's been broken. Productivity's up, wages are stagnant.
Hillary's talking about that as well.
Well, it's relatively new for Hillary to talk about that.
Hillary's focus has been on other things up to now, and that's been Bernie's.
Hillary's focus has been on foreign policy.
No one questions Bernie's authenticity on those issues.
And they question hers, you think?
Well, I think they question everybody's who hasn't been talking about it all along. But I think she's come.
Yeah, you see, you put it that China has better representation in their whack political system than America's two-choice policy party, rather. Yeah, you might want to go back to the whiteboard on that one, my friend.
But I just think, and look, everybody, it's the old thing. No one.
I agree with your sentiment.
No one wants to be the prohibitive favorite.
But
and so
that's
it's an
just
awful high bar for her to meet, that she was the
categorically incorrect.
I never thought she was a prohibitive favorite.
The average Chinese citizen does not have political power.
I think it's everything's sort of coming down to earth, just settling in, but it's not over.
What follows are clips that illustrate a recent pattern and consistency of cognitive lapses of dishonesty that cannot simply be explained as stutter or run-of-the-mill forgetfulness or gaffes. Okay, this is the meat. Let me get the meat. I'm sick of the bone.
Candidate for the United States Senate. Look me over. If you like what you see, help out. If not, vote for the other guy. Give me a look, though, okay? That's all I've really got to say to you.
There are growing concerns among Democrats, Corinne, in terms of whether he's up for this. As Joe and I was just saying, that like the pace is only going to pick up. Like the campaign has largely, other than these debates, kept him out of a lot of big public moments in the public eye. What are you hearing in terms of Democrats' concerns about whether Joe Biden's
number one, and number two, it's going to have to be able to go into states like Georgia and North Carolina and other places. One, that Donald Trump doesn't want me to be the nominee. That's pretty clear. He held up aid to make sure that, while at the same time, innocent people in the Donbass are getting killed by Russian soldiers. Secondly, I found out that Vladimir Putin doesn't want me to be president.
All right, so of course, Willie, he's struggling there. He's closing his eyes. He knows he's having trouble finding words. The sentences are jumbled. The words are jumbled. But I just wonder.
Like aphasia. Trouble forming sentences, gesturing instead of speaking. That's what I have written down, but there's typically occurs after a stroke or a head injury, and it can also come on gradually from or disease that causes progressive permanent damage. Symptoms: speak in short or incomplete sentences, speak in sentences that don't make sense, which we've kind of seen so far. Substitute one word for another or one sound for another, speak unrecognizable words, look me up. Vote for the other, but not understand other people's conversation, which kind of goes into the odd shit he was saying in that one interview where he, likening the comparison between Trump's mental ability and his, between an elephant and a lion. The reporter was getting at something different. Write sentences that don't make sense. I do that often. I'm just kidding. But dude, don't get me wrong. Like if you're up on stage, pressure affects everyone. I have a routine inability to say exactly what I'm thinking. But and I could fit this symptomology if I'm tired, like I am today, or doesn't necessarily mean I have dementia. Of course, I'm I'm a young, stalwart 25-year-old, but I'm not running for president. I'm not the president. You know what I mean? So that has to be something that should be expected of someone in such a powerful position.
Joe 30330 and help me in this fight. Thank you very much.
And that could be misspeaking, right? You can look at individual
President of the United States is going to be
events really of where
you're the ones that sent.
There's been the slurred speech. I wonder if this is the evening time
presidency, and you're the ones that sent Barack Obama the presidency. And I have a simple proposition here. I'm here to ask you for your help. Where I come from, you don't get far unless you ask. My name's Joe Biden. I'm a Democratic candidate for the United States Senate. Look me over. If you like what you see, help out. If not, vote for the other guy. Give me a look, though, okay? That's all I've really got to say to you.
So you can take that isolated incident and say, well, he's tired. It's a gaffe. It's just the consistency of this. And the glaring issues of not making any press events until what I think it was 64 days into his presidency, when I believe the average is like the day after someone gets elected. So We already watched this.
Kristen Szymanski. She works for a family-owned chocolate manufacturing company in Dunn. I want you to meet Kristen Szymanski. She works for a family-owned chocolate manufacturing.
Yeah, that facial expression is one of distress.
Company in Dunmore. She's a Democrat. Kristen, welcome.
Good evening. My mother was diagnosed with multiple myeloma 2 years ago at the age of 66. The cost of her care has been astronomical. However, my family has been fortunate that both she and my father had long careers at good companies that afforded them the opportunity to save for retirement, which is helping to pay for her care. Mr. Vice President, what is your plan to make health care affordable so Americans don't need to drain their savings when care is necessary?
First of all, in the middle of this pandemic, what's the president doing? He's in federal court, trying to do away with the Affordable Care Act. 100 million people with pre-existing conditions like your mom would not have to pay more for their insurance under now, but guess what happens if in fact he wins? That's number one. Number two, what I would do is make sure that we reinstate the Affordable Care Act, number one, and add a public option to that Affordable Care Act so that nobody in the United States of America would go without being able to be covered for what they need. With regard to COVID, for example, I don't want to get too my son died of cancer. He came home from Iraq, and I have to tell you, it really, really offended me when he volunteered to go there for a year, and he came home because of with stage 4 glioblastoma. And the president referred to guys like my son. He won the Bronze Star, the Conspicuous Service Medal, referred to them as losers. Losers. Talk about losers. My point is this. The idea that health care is debated as whether or not it's a right or a privilege. It's an absolute right. And so we have to make sure, particularly in the moment government guarantees be taken care of. One of the reasons why people aren't...
See, for a 78-year-old man, I get at that time, September 17th, 2020, not the worst display, not indicative of having dementia. There's some issues with the speech there, but, you know.
One of the things one of the things I've done, well, anyway, I'm going on too much about cancer. I apologize, but one of the things that I strongly believe is we have to be in a position where we provide for all the research and all the effort to deal with cancer. And look, we can beat this disease, but we have to invest significant amounts of money, billions of dollars to do it, and it can be done. It can be done.
We're going to.
Yeah. So yeah, not the worst display.
To China. It is in our self-interest that China continue to prosper. What a beautiful history.
Okay.
Afraid. I feel like Johnny is in the end of a string. This is the metaphor I stuck with me ever since he said it. Is on the end of a string, and he's out there in space, and I'm afraid. Joe, I'm afraid. I'm afraid if I tug it too hard, the string will break and I'll lose him forever. Forever.
See, and this was years ago. Seems to be speaking more clearly. See, it doesn't seem to have resting distress face.
I gotta get this right.
And why should the voters believe that you can win the national election?
I was a Democratic caucus. You ever been to a caucus? No, you haven't. You're a lying dog-faced pony soldier.
You're a damn liar, man. That's not true. And no one has ever said that?
No man has a right to raise a hand to a woman in anger. And so we have to just change the culture, period. And keep punching at it and punching at it and punching at it.
If you want to check my shape on, let's do push-ups together, man. Let's run. Let's do whatever you want to do.
It is. Get your words straight, Jack. Nevada have spoken, but look.
Let's give him the benefit of the doubt. You're flying everywhere. You got so many meetings. You got so many people to talk to. So many podiums to stand on. It's not surprising that you may misspeak and say you're at a different place or not. But my understanding is he did this a number of times, and that kind of goes into confusion about their location, confusion as to the day of the week or date. that goes into that. So
that while at the same time innocent people in the Donbass are getting killed by Russian soldiers. Secondly, I found out that Vladimir Putin doesn't want me to be president.
All right, so of course, Willie, he's struggling there. He's having trouble.
We hold these truths to be self-evident. All men and women created by you know the
thing.
This day,
you know the thing.
30 years ago, Nelson Mandela walked out of prison and entered into discussions about apartheid. I had the great honor of meeting him. I had the great honor of being arrested with our UN ambassador on the streets of Soweto trying to get to see him on Robbins Island. We have this notion that somehow if you're poor, you cannot do it. Poor kids are just as bright and just as talented as white kids. Wealthy kids, black kids, Asian kids. No, I really mean it, but think how we think about it. They do not have to buy in.
You just said that. You just said that 2 minutes ago. You just said 2 minutes ago that they would have to buy in. You said they would have to buy in.
To buy in. If she qualifies
are you forgetting what you said 2 minutes ago? Are you forgetting already what you said just 2 minutes ago? I mean, I can't believe that you said 2 minutes ago that they had to buy in, and now you're saying they don't have to buy. You're forgetting that.
I said anyone.
Forgetfulness.
Go to Joe 30330. And
Americans need to take to repair the legacy of slavery in our country.
Well, they have to deal with look, there is institutional segregation in this country. And from the time I got involved, I started
There's institutional segregation in this country.
Redlining banks, making sure that we are in a position where, look, give every single teacher a raise to the equal raise of getting out the $60,000 level. Number two, make sure that we bring in to help the teachers deal with the problems that come from home. The problems that come from home. We have to make sure that every single child does, in fact, have 3, 4, and 5-year-olds go to school, not daycare, school. We bring social workers into homes and parents to help them play around. We'll hear 4 million words fewer spoken.
And I mean, anyone that watched the DNC debates, it was pretty evident whenever Biden spoke in comparison to his competitors, there was a striking difference in candor and conduct, and yeah, I guess that's all to be said about that.
So much I'm going to go like the rest of them do. That million people have been killed since 2007 when Bernie voted to exempt the gun manufacturers.
I remember watching this live, like, what the fuck is he even saying?
For division. We choose science over fiction. We choose truth over facts. And so, folks, if you're interested, join me. International leaders spoke about it. You had people like you had people like the former chairman and leader of the party in Germany.
That are listening. And those that have respected you or that were hurt by that, what do you say to them? I've heard your justification and you're explaining.
Ooh, good old Al Sharpton.
To them, you understand the feeling.
I do understand.
Love that.
The feeling. Look,
fucking
as you
goblin.
know, whatever you know about me in Delaware, I came up in that community. I came up in the black church. I came up because that's where we sit down to organize, to go out and march.
I was not an activist. I worked at an all-black swimming pool in the east side of Wilmington, Delaware. I was involved. I was involved in what they were thinking, what they were feeling.
Politicians changing their origin story is not uncommon.
Marched up to, and I met with them, and then they went off to up on the hill when I was vice president. They went off the hill to go into those neighborhoods. All those congressmen were like, "No, I'm not here. I'm not here. Don't tell them I'm around." I watched what happened when those kids from Parkland came up to see me when I was vice president. Just like in my generation, when I got out of school, that when Bobby Kennedy and Dr. King had been assassinated in the 70s, late 70s, when I got engaged. One of the things I'm proudest of is getting passed, getting moved, getting control of the Paris Climate Accord. I'm the guy that came back after meeting with Deng Xiaoping and making the case that I believe China would join if we put pressure on them. We got almost 2.
Okay, so there was the most recent press conference. And there were some concerning things, so let's take a look.
Good afternoon. Before I take questions, any of you thought there was no possibility work their way through.
This is not actually the one I'm thinking of, but we'll put a pin in this. Where's the one where they ended it abruptly? Seemed like he was sitting down, blue background. They ended it abruptly, and he was asking, where do we go from here? And, you know, someone spoke up for him and said, we're going to need all press to leave the room. Where is that one? Press, leave room.
Go.
I don't think it was. No, it wasn't this one.
Thank you, guys. Come on, you guys. Come on, let's go. Come on, thank you. Come on, guys. Thank you.
Or democracy.
You know what? I think it's on my Twitter. Hold on, let me see. Go to my likes. I love this picture. Look at this fucking picture. There's just something so odd about it. Anyways, it's not what I was looking for. Do 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 do. Banana. Boo ba da boo. Yeah. So this is another example of aphasia.
So I'm going to say something outrageous. I have never been particularly poor at calculating how to get things done in the United States Senate. So the best way to get something done, if it holds near and dear to you that you like to be able to, anyway.
Yeah.
We're going to get a lot done. And so.
Yeah. Trouble producing speech. Extreme forgetfulness. Apparent and extreme forgetfulness.
Go.
See, I got some more. Should have had this shit queued up. But oh well. Take these fucking things off. Nah. Can't find it. Biden speech. No. Is there press questions? None of these are. I haven't seen this one yet.
Whether you are going to run for re-election in 2024, you haven't set up a re-election campaign yet, as your predecessor had by this time.
My predecessor needed to. My predecessor. Oh God, I miss him.
Have you?
No, an answer is yes. My plan is to run for re-election. That's my expectation.
You also just made some news by saying that you are going to run for re-election.
I said that is my expectation.
So is that a yes, that you are running for re-election?
Look, I don't know where you guys come from, man. I've never been able to travel. I'm a great respecter of fate. I've never been able to plan 3.5 years ahead for certain.
And if you do run, will Vice President Harris be on your ticket?
I would fully expect that to be the case. She's doing a great job. She's a great partner. She's a great partner.
And do you believe you'll be running against former President Trump?
Oh, come on. I don't even think about it. I have no idea. I have no idea whether it'll be a Republican Party. Do you? I know you don't have to answer my question, but I mean, do you? I mean, look, this is the way I view things. I become a great respecter of fate in my life. I set a goal that's in front of me to get things done for the people I care most about, which are hard-working, decent American people who really having it stuck to them.
So some weird stuff in the language there, but nothing too indicative of cognitive decline, severe decline. It's already happening to me. Shit. Let's keep going.
100 days. We met that goal last week by day 58, 42 days ahead of schedule. Now today I'm setting a second goal, and that is we will, by my 100th day in office, have administered 200 million shots in people's arms. Those who are coming across the border who are unaccompanied children, we're moving rapidly to try to put in place what was dismantled, as I said. For example, of all the children who are coming across the border, over 70% are either 16 or 17 years old. We're not talking about people ripping babies from mother's arms or little 3-year-olds standing on the border. Less than, I think it's 1.5%
5 feet cut short. Okay.
Fall in the category of the very young. The idea that I'm going to say, which I would never do.
Okay. Could have sworn it was yeah, it was this one. Okay.
Thank you. And thank you. And I'm happy to take questions if that's what I'm supposed to do, Nance, whatever you want me to do.
Yeah, that's definitely odd, especially if, I mean, you can have quick debriefing of what's going to happen prior to getting up on.
It's whatever you want me to do.
Yeah, that's a different angle.
Thank you. And I'm happy to take questions if that's what I'm supposed to do, Nance, whatever you want me to do.
It's odd, but it's not crazy. I'm looking for the one specifically where one of his staffers tells all the reporters to leave the room. And it was a similar setting.
Plan. Today I'm announcing that I'm asking 5 cabinet members to take special responsibility to explain the plan to the American public. Working with my team here in the White House, these cabinet members will represent me in dealing with Congress, engage the public in selling the plan, and help work out the details as we refine it and move forward. These 5 members will be Pete Buttigieg, Jennifer Granholm, Marshall Fudge, Marty Walsh, and Gina Raimondo. And I think I want to thank them in advance for the role they're going to play with this added assignment I'm asking them to take on. And we'll be discussing that today, and among other things. And one of those other things, our administration, is a commitment to Buy American, the plan we're putting forward, to make sure that when the government is spending taxpayers' money, that they're spending it on American-made goods, American corporations, and American employees. Today, I'm directing every member of the cabinet, I mean this sincerely, everyone, to take a hard look at their agency spending and make sure it follows my Buy American standard, which we set out in January.
Okay. I loved this
Off that
one.
speech late last night is Dr. Jill Biden. Dr. Biden, good morning. You're nice to get up early because I know it was a late night. You've given many. Yeah. Good morning. Good morning. But we're in the same boat here. You've given many convention speeches after all these years, but never like this, never in an empty classroom. Do you feel you got your message across?
Yes, I do feel I got my.
I'm sure you're following the news. You've seen that the Postmaster General has decided to suspend
every American
with a
pulling Congress back. I think she's gonna fix this.
Let's talk about schools. As we well know,
I think we should go back. I mean, I know that I'm looking forward to going back myself. So I think educators just cannot wait to get back into their classrooms. But we have to do it safely.
Tonight is, of course, Kamala Harris's big moment. You were definitely a part of that process, that selection.
Joe wanted a strong woman on the ticket, and loved getting to know her and Doug, her husband. And I've campaigned with him a lot. So I think it's going to be a lot of fun campaigning together.
Well, fierce is a word that could be described for you. You are said to be fiercely loyal. We all know and remember
United.
Like the state propaganda apparatus working in full force. It's preemptive compliments, glorifications on seemingly banal operations. Yeah, whatever. That's silly.
You know, it was a debate, and we moved on from there. We've come together, and we've united.
Stranger to it, you've been in it. I think you're just really attacking your husband's cognitive ability, suggesting that he's lost a step or two in the last few years. As far as you're concerned, is that a fair attack? Is that something that should be debated as part of the campaign?
No, it's ridiculous. I mean, Joe's on the phone every single minute of the day, talking to governors who are calling him, and Nancy Pelosi. He's on the Zoom. He's doing fundraisers. He's doing briefings. I mean, he doesn't stop from 9 in the morning till 11 at night. So that, that's ridiculous.
But let's talk about the campaign. I mean, polls have your husband ahead. The tightening race, though. How confident are you going into this election? And do you worry about overconfidence on the part of Democrats?
We're not going to take any vote for granted. Joe and I are working as hard.
Yep.
Joe Biden's briefing on Tuesday, the former.
He has been tested, as you say, for cognitive decline. Here's that headline.
All right. Let's go back to that press conference, and then we'll go into the rest of the shit I have pulled up.
Because that is what is at stake.
I wonder if there's any timestamps we can look at.
Look, with regard to the filibuster, I believe we should go back to a position of the filibuster that existed just when I came to the United States Senate 120 years ago.
120 years ago.
It used to be required for the filibuster, and I had a card on this. I was going to give you the statistics, but you probably know them. That it used to be that from between 1917 and 1971, the filibuster existed. There were a total of 58 motions to break a filibuster that whole time. Last year alone, there were 5 times that many.
With China, now that you've been in office for a couple months?
I've known Xi Jinping for a long time. Allegedly, by the time I left office as vice president, I had spent more time with Xi Jinping than any world leader had. Because President Obama and the Chinese President Hu decided we should get to know one another, since it was inappropriate for the President of the United States to spend time with the Vice President of another country. But it was obvious he was going to become the new leader of China. So I spent hours upon hours with him alone with an interpreter, my interpreter and his, going into great detail. He's very, very straightforward. Doesn't have a Democratic with a small d bone in his body, but he's a smart guy.
What? See, just...
The most powerful country in the world. That's not going to happen on my watch.
Shit, it's just saying shit that doesn't make sense.
To be the lead person on dealing with focusing on the fundamental reasons why people leave Honduras, Guatemala, El Salvador in the first place. It's because of earthquakes, floods. It's because of lack of food. It's because of gang violence. It's because of a whole range of things that when I was vice president and had the same obligation to deal with unaccompanied children, I was able.
Okay. So let's go into this. Neuro disorders in the Oval Office. And before going into the 25th Amendment, what I understand about it, it was written into the Constitution almost immediately after JFK was assassinated. So it was an emergency thing. And we'll go into that in a second. Thomas Jefferson had... There's evidence that John Adams, Jefferson, Lincoln, Dwight Eisenhower, and John F. Kennedy suffered from migraines. And another thing to point out, if Biden does have dementia, right, it's not the first time in which a president has had severe debilitating health conditions. JFK was notably stricken with problems in his health. He was likely addicted to amphetamines. I mean, shit, who wasn't in the 60s? So it's not. And then there was a president with polio, I believe. All right, let's look that up. See if my memory serves me. U.S. president with polio. Yeah. Thought it was FDR. Just didn't want to say so. Didn't want to be wrong. Paralytic illnesses of Franklin D. Roosevelt. He was left permanently paralyzed from the waist down. Autoimmune neuropathy that Roosevelt's doctors failed to consider as a diagnostic possibility. So it's not a new thing. Presidents have had debilitating health conditions before. We could say that Donald Trump suffered from severe mental retardation, but I'm just kidding. So let's go back into that. Current Texas governor is permanently paralyzed too. That's right. James Madison and FDR probably had seizure disorders. Woodrow Wilson suffered in October of 1919 as he was on a whistle-stop train campaign to persuade Americans to support the League of Nations. Unsuccessfully, as it turned out, suffered from several little strokes accompanied by headaches and left-sided weaknesses during the tour. He fucking deserved it. Ronald Reagan had a fumbling performance during a debate against his opponent Walter Mondale. Silvestri said it's possible Reagan had mild cognitive impairment while he was president and was not seriously impaired mentally. It's possible that can be also applied to the current sitting president. Let's make no bones about it. I wouldn't even, I would say likely. It's a likely thing. Okay. Biden, Trump, and cognitive decline. The cognitive tests have become a 2020 campaign issue. Here, my scatterbrain thought of something funny that I remember.
Obama. Obama. Soda!
Sorry, that was a quick aside. And as we found out earlier, that there is no definitive test in determining whether or not someone has dementia. A CT scan or MRI can either rule out or provide further evidence of a condition causing neurodegenerative disorder. PET scans and functional MRIs are more sensitive but rarely used due to their expense. Trump keeps boasting about passing a cognitive test, but it doesn't mean what he thinks it does. Let's be honest. I mean, Trump was, a fucking idiot. But yeah, like I said, maybe I didn't say this earlier. I think it was made evident in the Trump administration that the executive branch has severe exploits and issues, and now it's made disarming and disconcerting with our current president having cognitive decline issues. So, what does this mean? Where can we go from here? The 25th Amendment was invoked on President Trump. And yeah, it's happened. The president is sick or disabled for a short time, or if the president died, resigned, or is unable to discharge the powers and duties of his office. So that's an important thing we need to put a pin in, because that may not necessarily apply to Biden today or Biden in the next few months or the next few years. It's dependent on whether or not his obvious cognitive decline worsens and he is not able to fulfill the role of being president. Why am I not getting the Trump? It's all giving me shit from January 7th. Hmm. 25th Amendment is of zero risk to me, but it will come back to haunt Joe Biden and the Biden administration. Unfortunately, that's a prediction that we could see in the near future. We don't know yet, of course, but so what is the 25th Amendment? Section 1, in case of the removal of the president from office or of his death or resignation, the vice president shall become president. So in this case, he'd likely have to die or resign willingly. Maybe that's a trip to the hospital, an emergency signing to essentially make the vice president the acting president. Whenever there's a vacancy in the office of the vice president, the president shall nominate a vice president who shall take office upon confirmation by a majority vote of both houses of Congress. Whenever the president transmits to the president pro tempore of the Senate and the Speaker of the House of Representatives has written declaration that he is unable to discharge the powers and duties of his office until he transmits them to the written declaration to the contrary, such powers and duties shall be discharged by the vice president as acting president, which happened. That happened when Trump was president. So they have to go to Congress in that instance. I also don't know if I'm pronouncing this correctly. So, okay, let's read this. Thereafter, when the president transmits to the president pro tempore of the Senate and the Speaker of the House of Representatives has written declaration that no inability exists. So there has to be written declaration that no inability exists. He shall resume powers and the duties of his office unless the vice president and a majority of either the principal officers of the executive department or of such other body as Congress may by law provide. Transmit within 4 days to the president, and we can skip that. The president is unable to discharge the powers and duties of his office. Thereupon, the Congress shall decide the issue, assembling within 48 hours for that purpose, if not the session. If the Congress within 21 days after receipt of the latter written declaration, or if Congress is not in session within 21 days after Congress is required to assemble, determines by a 2/3 vote of both houses and that the president is unable to discharge the powers and duties of his office, the vice president shall continue to discharge the same as acting president. Otherwise, the president shall resume the powers and duties of his office. So there's a lot of play that can happen if this amendment was invoked where the president would remain in office. And then that's basically the same one. So what does that mean? What does that mean for the future of the Biden administration? Like I said, like I kind of pointed out earlier, it could be the hospital visit. It could be just written declaration of, hey, I'm unable to continue on, or Congress enacting their powers and creating the prerequisites for that event. Let's hope that doesn't happen. Doesn't matter who's in office. If you're American, you ought to want the best for your administration. But as we've kind of went through, there's some pretty obvious signs of maybe not dementia, but obvious cognitive decline. And one could make an argument that the 25th Amendment needs to be invoked. And unfortunately, it likely wouldn't be invoked unless it was extreme or serious, which is not a good thing historically or as a matter of national security. So yeah, I think we're done with this Biden talk. How long have we been? Yeah, almost 2 hours. Fuck that. Let me package this little sample pack up. Take another trip to the little girl's room. I know I must be taking some diuretics or something. God damn. No. All right. Let me add to archive. Send this over to my boy Peter. And see if he's ready. Only gays use this sample. Okay, thanks, man. He sent over the sample pack. So this is what we'll be using. Let me bring this up. Boopity boop. Oops. Alrighty. Let's go with empty. Says he's ready. I'll shoot you a call real quick, or after I use the restroom, Peter. So give me 1 second. I guess in the meantime, I'll play a little beat. Yeah, freaking rar. I paid for this shit. You're gonna get it, all right? He's bitching about that. It's a win, rar. All right. Where am I at? Yeah. Talk amongst yourselves, you beautiful people. Let's get it. Oh. This has been fun. I know it's a pretty dead topic. But I think I wanted to talk about it. I wanted to dig into it just a little bit. Hopefully everyone found that illuminating and spicy. Petey Payne. Can you hear me?
Hello?
Can you hear me?
I can.
Okay, good.
Have to boost your volume all the way up. I think it might be an OBS thing. I was about to flame MK in the chat really quick.
All right, so I'm going to... Here are the terms. Here are the details.
Do you want to say it on the chat or the stream?
Yeah, I'm on the stream right now, right?
Oh, maybe
shit.
I'm not.
No one can hear me. There we go. I turned it back up.
Ah, you just blew out my eardrums.
That was retarded.
I see your game plan.
Yeah. I guess I should just repeat everything I just said. It's a dead topic. I hope everyone enjoyed that. Joining me going and doing some cursory investigation on whether or not our president shits in his pants. And what we're seeing is elder abuse. So, yeah, so I'm going to load up. Here are the terms, all right? I'd say we got an hour to make a track.
Oh, an hour?
An hour. Yeah. Not 20 minutes like we previously discussed, but I think an hour will do. So, yeah, let me load up these samples. And apparently only the gays use. I guess I'm gay.
I made a quick beat with him. It was mega dog shit. I'll post it to you really quick if you want to listen to it. But I wanted to make sure that all the samples actually work together. I'm assuming that you didn't do anything like that. So let's see.
No, I didn't. I fucked you over. We're both using FL Studio. Okay, good. Yeah, we didn't get too many viewers this stream, but that's okay. Keep trucking on.
What was the title? I don't even remember. Scotch Hours, POTUS, Cognitive Decline. Yeah, that's actually interesting, considering that the education talk got a lot.
Yeah.
Maybe people just don't know what POTUS means. Feels bad.
I guess
Everybody needs to watch GoldenEye with Shia LaBeouf or Boof.
LaBeouf.
What's the secret password to get through the tunnels? POTUS. Oh my god, dude!
Wait, I'm gonna listen. I'm gonna listen to your test. Okay, so yeah, you did give me that handicap of, dude, just make sure it's close to trap so I can work with it. All right.
Hold on, I'm still trying to extract that thing. I need to get a new RAR extractor.
Okay, I got you. I'll redo it real quick.
Oh, thank you, Dad.
Yeah, you're welcome. You're welcome, my son.
Oh, nice. H-bar went down to 380, dude. Nice.
You gonna buy in?
No, I'm already in. I've been experiencing Dean Wack's advice, where he just talks about how manic it is to watch his crypto zoom up and down.
Hold up. I gotta rename some things. It doesn't like one of the symbols used in one of the samples. Hold up. There we go.
Dang, 3 whole dislikes. Why couldn't YouTube hit you with the beta no dislikes?
I don't know, man. Ask YouTube.
I'll add them right now to review your channel.
Don't do that. They're gonna take it. Oh, that's another zip. Oh, wait. We want the zip. Never mind.
Yeah.
There's a zip.
I feel like I'm gonna finish way sooner than that.
Yeah, that's the limit. Well, so we won't go past an hour.
Okay.
I'm gonna put my shades back on. Makes me feel better. So what'd you think of the stream so far? I don't know if you've been watching.
Yeah, I was tuning in and out because I was trying to take care of some stuff. But did you cover the no word that Biden said? That video where he was like, oh gosh darn it, I forget what he said, but he dropped the N-bomb on TV, and I thought that was hilarious.
Oh, nice.
But yeah, I mean, in general, it's just concerning. The things that I did see that you covered were just more like, I don't know about that. I'm more just concerned about decision making, and it kind of shows still.
Yeah. I mean, I would make the argument that, I mean, anything that comes out of White House press or is a headline like Biden has a new policy, it's not,
it's all manufactured.
Yeah, it's not. It's definitely not him. It's never been so in any of the administrations, but much more so in this administration. I don't think he has the reins, to be honest.
I wonder, do you know who? Oh, gosh, I forgot to make that to a folder. Do you know who his speechwriter is? I would assume that it would be the same team that wrote Obama's, because dear God, were they good.
Who was Obama's speechwriter? He wrote I think he wrote Decadence. Obama. Yeah, Biden speechwriter. What if it's just Kamala Harris? Vinay Reddy. Vinay Reddy.
I don't recognize that person, but I'm also bad at names, so whatever.
Oh, you must have dementia.
I do actually have dementia.
Yeah.
I don't remember what we're doing here, so.
During the Obama administration, Reddy was a senior speechwriter for the United States Environmental Protection Agency and the United States Department of Health and Human Services. After the Obama administration, Reddy worked as the vice president of strategic communications for the National Basketball Association. Wow. He looks like he plays basketball.
Oh, wait, are you looking at it?
Stephen Miller, I don't know if you've read any of his work, but Stephen Miller he's a funny guy. I get why people were referring him as a white nationalist, because he said some pretty crazy shit.
Oof, I have too many tabs open. It doesn't want to load his name.
John Favreau. Oh, that's a different John Favreau. Okay, I was gonna say John Favreau was speechwriting for President Obama. Holy shit.
He's been described as far right and anti-immigration. Shame on you, Stephen Miller. Stay off of my Twitter.
Yeah, he looks, and it adds up to it because he looks like a cockroach, you know.
Did you know that all the immigration is causing the tectonic plates to shift? We must save America from sinking into the ocean.
We must save white America. All right.
2055. Oh, sorry.
Are we doing it? Because I'm gonna start the timer. All right. So 1 hour.
I'm ready.
1 hour. Oh, I didn't start it. There we go. 1 fucking hour. Gave myself 15 extra seconds. But all right. I'm gonna jump out the call and I'll jump. Well, I guess
I'll just mute you, or I'll just mute myself while you do your thing.
All right. What did he give me? Glasses off. It's a nice kick.
3 to the 2 to the 1 like this. 3 to the 2 to the 1 like this.
Oh. Nice. I didn't give him any melodies to work with. Okay. Sony Digital. Oh yeah, Peter hooked me up. I feel bad doing him dirty now. That's fine. All right, let's get to renaming. I'm gonna drop these samples into the playlist so I can work with them better. Yeah, these are nice so far. I like that shit. Let's get this mixer out of here. I don't need that shit now. Let's close this because we're not going to be grabbing any additional samples. Kung Fu Panda Impact. Okay. Oh, this is an A minor. All right, let's start out with the sample. Let's fuck it up a little bit. Create the drums, drum pattern right there. We're gonna drop this in 120 because that's just what I feel. I'm gonna duplicate this. Alright, so this is going to be the intro, 15-second intro. And then sample 2 will come in, probably sound a little bit brighter. Yeah, that's a good start. All right. So let's cut out some frequencies in the intro and then add some reverb. Take my medicine real quick. Do a tape stop at the end, just so you know when the actual beat starts. Perfect. I'm thinking like a bum bum. Bum 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 bum. And we're gonna keep it in A minor, maybe. Yeah, we'll keep it in A minor. We'll do A minor and then we'll drop down an octave. So for those that are just tuning in or don't know what the fuck's going on, this is currently a beat battle. I was sent 10 samples, and only 10, and I gotta make a song, a beat, out of these 10 samples, and only these 10. Can't add any more samples in, can't drop in any VSTs unless I'm fucking up one of the samples. You know, let's just rename this shit, because, you know.
3 to the 2 to the 1 like this.
3 to the 2 to the 1 like this. Sorry about that. I'm gonna duplicate this hi-hat. I'm gonna try and turn it into time stretch it so that's an open hi-hat. We'll see how that goes. Let's bring that back in. Where the fuck did it go? Oh. What did I save it as? 7, right? Let's see. Yeah, here we go. So we're gonna time stretch this. Oh, that's not. It's just let's do. Oh no. It's not what I want, but that's okay. It just sounds like it's down an octave. All right. So it's still in A minor. Let's change the helpers because I always forget my scales. Lydian is a harmonic minor offshoot, right? Let's just do a minor harmonic. Damn, it's getting hot in here, dude. And it's not just me. Oh, this is not what I wanted. None. There we go. Helpers, scale highlight. Still Lydian. Okay. Ooh. That snare has a lot to be desired, but that's okay. I'll just mix it to my specifications. Is that? That's C5. Okay. I really don't like that decay. Do.
3 to the 2.
Oh, I forgot to mute that one.
To the 2 to the 1 like this.
Ooh, what's that? Why does it? No. Why? Something's weird. And yeah, I want to fuck this up a little bit. Let's cut out that frequency. We want chorus, or let's do some halftime.
Bruh, these fucking samples are rough.
Yeah, dude, you've been really nice to me. I've been very cruel to you. That's my bad. What were you planning on? Like, are you gonna make some trap? Some oh, I'm not even speaking to you. Hold on, that's my bad. I just realized I wasn't even speaking to you. That was very cruel to you. That was my bad.
Oh god, I had the stream on. I was getting double the tar. That was rough. What did you say? Oh, never mind.
Yeah, I already said it all. Yeah. I'm gonna bring in some of that low end on this. Let's raise that up a little bit, just so there's more atmosphere. Bro, that snare is trash. It's fucking trash. See if we can fix that snare a little bit. California tone. want it to be, yeah, but then the rest of this is short. Ugh. Already almost 15 minutes in, got no goddamn progress. Oh, hold up. Mama. But the bum mama. But the bum mama. But the bum 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 bum. Actually, yeah, let's back that up. Oh, I don't even know if this isn't. Yeah, it sounds like C, but it doesn't. Those overtones sound fucked up. It's basically bum. Thanks, ham side. No relation, I assume. Yeah, we're gonna play with weird little. Yeah, let's see. Oh, there's some. Yeah, that stupid loop point there. I don't know if my mouse is double clicking, but I hear like. Something's weird. Let's jack that up a little bit. Congressional Apportionment Amendment. I'll look that up. Appreciate the... What is that, 2 Australian? Appreciate you, my cunt. Yeah, it's... Oh, that's why it's been sounding fucked up. That's not up stereo, that's unstable. God damn, I was wondering. Oh! Sounds like shit! Alright. Let's restart that. Stupid sand blocks. think I want to turn this. We're gonna put this into Harmer. See if we can make it like a little, maybe a pluck out of it. Who knows? What if it was like to open this, and no, it's not what I want. Okay, why is this not doing what I want? Sounds god awful. Let's put this synth in the Harmer. No, why wasn't it just detach? What the fuck? Why can't I see multiple windows? Why can't I see multiple windows? What the fuck? Fine. Something like that. Let's just call this default. Take a sip of scotch. Sounds like shit. Damn it. All right. Okay, let's follow the bass line here. A F D C F. Okay. I knew that. I'm just stupid. F again. So this is in 128. Let's drop it down and then. And then here's the sneaky thing we're going to do to tie this all in together. I think I'm relatively done. This isn't a good beat, but what are you going to do? This is a beat battle. I bet Peter's got some cool shit cooking up. He's a much better musician than I am. Yep, there we go. Yeah, it sucks, but what are you gonna do? I guess I can remake it in less than 25 minutes, but... What do you guys think of the beat? Hot dog shit or what? That's how I'm feeling about it. give it one more listen. Actually, we got some time, so let me break this up. You would dial it back a little bit. What do you mean by that? I think it sounds amazing. Split this up. Oh, let's drop this down a little bit more. Yeah, probably, yeah, 16 and then 8 would make more sense. You're right. Boo boo da da boo 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 da boo. And the kick following the 808 in pitch is kind of stupid, but what are you going to do? What are you going to do, you ask? Maybe make a better beat. How about that? And if I had more time, I'd pan out the hi-hats, make them a little bit more interesting. I think I'm done. I created hot dog shit. Where are you at?
Bro, I think I did my best.
Okay. We could certainly do it again, because I would like to try again, if you're up for it. Try again with new samples, I mean.
Yeah, this sounds like fun.
Okay. So 20 minutes left on my clock.
Jesus, that was 40 minutes? All
yeah,
right.
It was 40 minutes.
I did throw one sample in here that wasn't in there.
Oh, you cheating motherfucker.
Okay, I'll remove it. Hold on.
I guess I'll play mine, and then you should, just send me the wave of yours, and I'll play it in afterwards.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
All right. So are you watching? Here's my shit. I didn't do anything to the sample. I'm done listening to it. It's so bad. It's so bad.
Nah, you made a full ass track out of that. The vocal chops are nice.
Hey, thanks, man. All right, let's play yours.
Bro, I spent like I have to mute the stream again. I think I spent something close to like 25 minutes trying to work with the what the fuck was that sample called? It was some kind of ethnic rhythmic guitar.
The
Ode
oud.
happy riff.
Yeah, the oud. Yeah, that thing's nice. All right, here's Peter's.
10 motherfucking bars. 10 motherfucking seconds.
Oh my god, so much better than mine.
You're wrong.
Good fucking job, dude.
10 motherfucking bars. 10 motherfucking seconds. Y'all think I won't. You're wrong.
God damn, that was hot. I liked it.
Oh yeah.
How about
That's,
instead? Go ahead. Sorry.
A couple of beats of Germa's laugh were perfect for 128. There was like a whole stretch where like 5 or 6 of his laughs were on beat.
That's what I'm talking about. Do you want to do where we send each other 10 samples again, or do you want to just do 20 minutes? We'll just do a 20-minute beat battle with our own sample library.
It'll take me like half an hour to go through and find samples that I don't feel bad about sending you again, so I can do a 20-minute with my shit real quick.
Okay, let's do it.
Alright, let me get the stream again. Alright, see.
Alright. So I'm starting the timer. Got nothing on the board. Oh. 20 minutes. My shit just froze. Hold up. God damn it. Okay. F sharp. All right. It's an F sharp. Let's call that Bill. And I guess we'll do it in 140. Just because I don't, I hope everyone's enjoying this, because this is fun. Actually, let's do it 150. Fuck it. Nah, let's drop it down to 140. God damn, 20 minutes is not a long time. All right. We're gonna do some ignorant shit. C sharp. We're gonna drop it down to 50. Ooh, it's fucking hot in this room. God damn. Fuck, we might have to switch it up because I don't like. Yeah, okay. All right, should have went with this. It's on now. Oops. Get out of here, Jimmy Carter. $15 minutes left. Oh my goodness. I know, you're like, what? How does that make any sense? It doesn't. I don't know why that window popped up right there, but whatever. Oh, I'm running out of time. 10 minutes. All right. I guess it's good time considering, you know. Yeah, I like that shit. That shit sounds weird as fuck. $300 is G. No. Yeah. What? No. G sharp. That's fine. All right, let's start to sequence this. Then we'll throw a fill in there. The bomb has been planted at sea. Excuse me. Clone. We'll use this as the intro. Sounds fucking weird. I love it. 6 minutes left. Gotta turn them shake joints down. Oh yeah, that's the one that we don't want.
Walk, leash, walk, leash, walk. Walk, leash, walk.
2.5 minutes? Shit.
Walk, leash, walk. Walk, leash, walk, walk, walk. Walk, leash, walk, walk, walk. Walk, leash, walk, walk, walk. Walk, 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 walk.
That ain't right.
Walk, walk, walk. Walk, walk, walk. Walk, walk, walk.
Postman.
Perfect.
right. Ah, 30 seconds. Damn it. All right, that's fine. Delay bank. Where's my delay bank? Delay bank. Thank you. And that's it. All right. I think I need 20 more seconds of a handicap just to add this one gross beat. Okay. No. Gross beat. I hope this motherfucker Peter is like not even close. Where you at, Puddin'? It's over. 20 minutes is up.
Okay, I think I got something.
Okay.
Oh. The title of the song kind of lets you know how I was feeling.
Okay.
Let me pull up your stream real quick so I can listen.
Yeah, I'm gonna add one more delay, just because I got the handicap. It's my show. It's my show.
No, everybody unsubscribe.
Yeah.
This guy's a cheater.
Okay. All right. I'm not doing it.
Just kidding. Make sure to smash that like button and ring that notification bell and comment down below. You can't comment.
No,
Go to his other videos and comment that you're commenting to comment on this video. There you go.
Yeah, boost up that engagement. Got me more money. All right. You ready to hear mine? It's hot. It's all right, but it is hot dog shit.
Yep, I am ready.
Okay. I'll just do that. And then this. Hold up. Thank you. All right. It's hard making a beat in like 20 minutes.
I literally just used hats and then I put basses on top of that. My mom doesn't love me. What the fuck? Snack pack?
Wait. It sounds fucked up. Okay. Okay. Still sounds fucked up. Hold on. There we go. You know, gross beat doesn't initiate.
Yeah.
Yeah, it still sounded weird, but that's okay. All right, let's listen to yours. It's called "Fuck I'm Freaking Out."
I grabbed a vocal chop and then I put some hats underneath it, and I literally just followed the vocal chop and put basses and kicks and snares.
Okay. All right. Ooh. Okay. I think you won that one. I think you won both of the beat battles. All right,
I really liked your first one. It was nice.
It was all right. It was dog shit. All right, let's let the chat figure it out. They get to vote. It doesn't look like it's active at all. All right, let's let them figure it out. I'm gonna play mine again. So your generic psychedelic trap.
Which I can't do.
And then this is Peter's.
For me, I'm not even hitting 0.
Yeah, I think Peter won. What does the chat think? Lazar says Peter won. The back iconic says Peter won. Dead Jesus says Peter won. I think I'm at a handicap because, you know, the music you make is much more dynamic than mine. All right, so I'll just say that. I'll accept my loss with grace, but I will say this.
Bro, it's because I have OTT and you're still using Sound Goodizer. Come on, man.
Yeah, that's what
it's literally called Sound Goodizer. Well played, well played.
That was fun. That was fun. Yeah, how long have I been streaming?
3 hours.
3 hours? Let's see.
I think it's time for us to have a... Oh, wait. Do you have the Discord linked? There's only 18 people in here. Time for a Discord conversation where we all yell about problems.
Sure, if you want. There's only 18 people watching, so fuck it, might as well.
Cool, cool. If you guys aren't joining the Discord yet, I can throw the Discord name in there. I don't think there's a link in this description, but yeah.
Here, I'll drop one real quick, like.
Cool, cool. I don't think the actual link. Oh, unless you can do it as the host of the stream.
Yeah, I'll drop it in. So we'll be in pleb chat. All the newcomers just say that you came from stream, and yeah, we'll make you a little pleb, and then you can join us in a VC. But yeah, thanks everyone for watching. Hopefully it was fun. I'll probably be doing this now. I got my streamer set up, all good and nice. I think I'll come up with better topics and you know, invite some cool people on. I think I'm talking to Adam within the money next weekend. I'm not sure. We'll have to figure that one out. And I also got 2 guests lined up for Scotch hours. So look forward to those conversations. Those should be coming up sometime this month. And then yeah, for videos, I got 3 videos coming out this month. So yeah, And then a lot of May will be my busiest month. I'm so fucking busy in May. So yeah, that's what I got going on. And thanks for streaming in. Thanks for joining the stream is what I meant to say. All right, ladies and gentlemen.